Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, is this it? Like you're living a version of your life that doesn't quite fit anymore. And maybe you've outgrown it, or maybe there's a whisper in your soul that says, there's more for you than this. Today's episode is a gentle but powerful one. It's for you if you've been feeling like something's missing, like you're going through the motions, but your spark is buried under layers of life stuff. Or maybe you're just wondering what's next for you. You're not alone. This is about reconnecting with the version of you who knows the way forward, your future self. She's already within you. We just need to bring her into focus. Welcome to the Heart Path Podcast, your space to realign, reconnect and rise. I'm Nicola Spencer. I'm a thought leader, a coach in women's confidence, an NLP practitioner, a human design specialist, teacher and coach. And I'm here to help women in their 40s and 50s rediscover their purpose, find the joy in the chaos and rise into their next chapter with confidence and grace. Together we'll explore stories, strategies and soulful insights to help you embrace your true self and step into a life you love. This is where we let go of limits, redefine what's possible and thrive in every season of life. It's your time to rise. Are you ready?
This is my moment, my heart's design. I rise and thrive, the world is mine. On the heart path, where dreams take flight, I shine my brightest, my guiding light.
I want to talk to you today about a method I came across a while ago called AVAB. I can't remember who created this method, but I really resonated when I heard it, and I thought it fitted with me so beautifully because it was just in line with the kind of work that I was doing at the time, and now that I'm working with clients, it still aligns. And I've got it included inside my new program, which is coming out in a couple of weeks, the Thrive Frequency. So I just want to unpack it with you because I really think it'll resonate with you as well. So what does AVAB stand for? It stands for affirm, visualize, act, and believe. So we're going to go through each one. And often what happens is when we have an affirmation, I hear people say all the time, I say affirmations, but they don't ever do anything, or I don't find them effective. And this whole process, this AVAB, is a really good way for you to be able to use the affirmations that you have, either ones that you think of yourself or ones that are given to you, in a way that you can actually create manifestation from them. So the first one is affirm. So an affirmation is something that you would say to affirm of who you want to be. And it always has a positive element to it. It always speaks into what the future could be or what you want to be. It doesn't have any mention at all about what you do not want. So it's not just surface level stuff. It's deep. It goes down deep into your mental capacity to identify what it is that you do want. And it's things like, you say, for example, I am calm and centered even in chaos, and I trust myself to make aligned decisions. Those kinds of things. So that's what the A actually is. It's the affirmation, and it's making sure that the affirmation is aligned for you, and it is future-paced, and it is positive. They're the most important things. The second one is to visualize. And this is about picturing yourself in the future in as much detail as you can. Think about things, all the senses. What can you see with your eyes? What is she wearing? How does she speak? What can you hear? What are people saying about her? Where does she live? What does she do in the morning? What is her morning routine? What is her nighttime routine? when you look at her life, what does joy mean to her? What brings her joy? What gives her that little spark? So these are the kinds of things you can think of to really create in your mind, almost like a mind movie, to bring this vision into life. And obviously this is for you, so you think about it for yourself. So bring this vision for life, and what would you look like in this vision? The A part is act, and this is where the parts shift. So you start acting like this new version of yourself in small little ways every day. So there's a daily way that you can just pick one or two things. Maybe she moves her body daily. So if one of the affirmations you have is about a leaner body, then this probably in this vision that you've created, this person would be moving more. So what kind of movement does she do? Then you start recreating that. You act upon it. Maybe you have a affirmation about lowering your social media use, or your phone use in general. So have a picture in your mind of that future you putting your phone away. Maybe you've got a time limit, and after, say, 8 o'clock at night, there's no more screens. Whatever it might look for you. Maybe you have an affirmation about speaking kindly to yourself, and this new version of yourself, how does she speak to you? How does she speak to others? And a lot of the way that it comes down to language is how we speak to ourselves, because love does start here. And if you are speaking to yourself kindly, that is going to flow on to other people as well. Now, you don't need to overhaul your life. Just need to start showing up, just like you are now, but in the new version of yourself. And just pick one or two things every day to build on. And maybe for the first week you do one thing, then the second week add something else in. And you slowly build it up to that point. Now, the fourth one is believe. And this is a really big one. This is kind of the crux of the combination. Without belief, then you really have got nowhere to go. So believing is that you are believing that whatever your affirmation is, that it is already possible. That the affirmation and the movie already exists within you. That you are worthy of the life that you crave. Because belief is the bridge. It's the bridge between where you are now to the end result of your affirmation, and all of the beautiful things that are happening in between is belief. Believing that you can do it. And it's not really about faking it till you're making it. It's about activating what's already lives inside of you. You thought of this, you created this vision, so some part of you already sees this vision and knows that this is really what you desire, and it's up to you to activate it now. It's already there. It already actually knows the path. Your body already knows the path. You just need to activate it, and you'll be surprised. It'll be like a snowball effect. Things will just come into alignment. And to do that is about tuning into your frequency and to match the person that you're becoming, the new version of yourself. Raise your frequency by sticking to your plan. Don't cheat on yourself, because when you cheat on yourself, you're telling lies to yourself. And everyone says, I'm a self-sabotager, but that can be broken. And self-sabotage is a thing. When you increase your frequency, you actually become more in tune with whoever it is that you want to create, whatever that goal is. So you might be thinking, wow, Nicola, that sounds really good, but I'm exhausted, or it's all too hard. I get it, and life can knock the wind out of us. But here's what I want you to remember. Your future self isn't waiting for you to be perfect. It's just waiting for you to notice her and to choose her. And there's so many things that I've done that I've just started I've announced that I've got a program coming, or I've started something not really knowing what the outcome is going to be, but I've had this little niggle of a vision and I've created it in my mind, and may not have created the actual product or whatever it is that I'm going to be putting out there, but I've just started the ball rolling. I've just slowly started the ball rolling, and it'll create momentum, and then you'll kind of catch up, and it may not be perfect, but that's great. We can just review it and do it again. So I invite you to have a look for this future self inside of you, because she's in there somewhere and she's waiting for you to notice her and choose her. So here's a journaling prompt that you might find useful. So you might want to grab your journal, sit down after this, and really focus on what it is, what vision it is you're going to create, what mind movie are you going to create. And often this isn't the way this AVAB starts is not necessarily with the affirmation. It might start with one of the other processes first, and then you will come up with the affirmation. So if you sit down and do some journaling, and you could have a prompt like, what does my future self know that I've forgotten? Something like that. It will just get the subconscious working, and sit down, put some music on, light a candle, get a cup of tea, get comfortable, and just write for 5 minutes things that maybe you once had as a dream that now you no longer have, or something that you know is still there and you still constantly think about it. So now's the time to do something about it. And you might just be surprised at what comes through. Often when I'm journaling, I can't read what I've written afterwards because I'm just like in full scroll, but certainly my memory downloads it, and there's times when I stop and I think, oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for giving me that little bit of inspiration, because it was probably something I knew was there, but until you actually write it down and get some clarity on it, maybe I would never have acted on it. Okay, so if this has sparked something within you, I invite you to come and explore more with me inside the Thrive Frequency, the 10-day reset. It's full of grounded, powerful tools like this. It's not fluffy, it's not overwhelming. It's practical tools with powerful results. This will be launched in a couple of weeks. It'll be a series of audio recordings of obviously myself, leading you through a process. The recordings will be about 10 to 15 minutes each, so it's not a long amount of time each day. Plus, of course, I'm a teacher, so I wouldn't be setting you a course if there weren't some kind of homework attached to it. But the homework is obviously nurturing your soul, so it's not hard. It's beautiful work. So your future self, she's closer than you think. Follow your heart, trust the path, and remember, the magic is in the moments in between. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that you can get all of the information as soon as it's downloaded. Bye for now.